Hi, I'm Cynthia Schiller. Please like and subscribe where we help and heal one day at a time. So this ache that we have, we're longing for our person. What exactly is it that's making us long for this person? What did we fall in love with? We miss our person. We ruminate about them. We think about it. What could we have done different? Sometimes we want to reach out and we struggle not to. We try to heal, but none of it makes sense. And we still have that longing in our heart often. Some of you have been fed up. You've been through it too much and you've been able to walk away. Others are struggling with it. And, what exactly is it that we're missing? We're missing a fakeness. And that's where it's so hard because it seemed so real. So if we go back to it, if we do get back with that person, we're just getting back into a facade. It's not real. And is that what you really want? Is that you want to be with somebody who give two craps about you, but you want to feel that you're in love. There's so many other people out there where you can be in love, where it's a true connection. When in your dying days, they're going to stick by you. Our ex, our narcissist, had promised us they'd never leave our side. They'd always be by us, and that's where love kicks in. Because when there's trials and tribulations in life, that's when you really need somebody, and that's often when they leave. They'll instantly take the security away from you, because it's all about them. And if you go back to that kind of relationship, they're going to expect you to take care of them if something goes wrong, but they won't get that back to you. They'll leave, they'll ghost, they'll cheat on you, because they just don't care. So we fell in love with something that's fake. And that's the hardest part because we felt it was real. We bought what they gave us. We just want them to be what they said they would be. And that's where it's hard because in the beginning, they show us that they can be that person. But it's just like, they set the stage, but when it was time for them to perform, they failed. So we trusted them that they would come through for us. We trusted that we had a safe spot. And in the beginning, we had a safe spot. They didn't put us down. They built us up. They gave us time. They were interested in the same things that we were interested in. So as time goes on, the mask starts to slip. They start to show us who they really are. And we just want to get back to that love bombing stage. We just want to get back to this fake reality that we somehow processed as a real reality. So we long for a fantasy. And that's not the way to live life. We want to have a connection. We want somebody to truly care about us. That's probably why, some of you might not have started dating again, because you see all these people and you just don't feel a connection with them yet. You're too tied up in the ex. So you don't have that connection. You guys crave connection, but make it a real connection. And I struggle with that too. Sometimes it is easier to try and fix what's broken than to move forward because we see the potential, but that potential is rebuilding a facade. And you have one life. Don't create a fantasy, create reality. See what your self-worth is. I know as time goes by, the narcissist kind of steals that from us and we forget to focus on ourselves. So we've put so much effort into the other person because it really does honestly work if you take care of their needs and they take care of your needs. It's a crisscross balance. And like I said, it kind of reminds me of a heart, but it works. We got to feed ourselves, take care of basic things. But if we're taking care of each other, because if you take care of each other, your own self, you're taking care of yourself, they're taking care of them. There's no connection, no crossing of the hearts. And the narcissist is just dealing with themselves or wrapped up in what they need. And if they're not getting everything that they need, they're taking from us. So to get back to that facade, that fantasy, At this point of where you are in life, you're craving to get rid of your pain, and it's a scary world out there. Do we want to go through this with somebody else? It also takes time to start to rebuild and see what the person's really all about. And we're scared about getting hurt. There's also a dangerous world out there. Are we going to be safe with the new person? Are they going to stick around? Are they going to leave? But we saw the potential, but it wasn't a true potential. It was, like all these online scams. You're like, wow, that makes sense. That could work. Or, but then when you get to it, it's like, that was a scam. Like, I'm so glad I avoided it. And that's what the narcissist is. They're scammers. They lure us in to scam us. Some of it has been financial for some of you guys. Some of it, you know, um, they just take whatever they can take, and they ghost us. They leave us. They don't look back. If they do hoover, it's because they're running low on supply, or they just want an ego stroke just to make sure that we're still on that shelf. They really don't care about us. They just want to make sure if they ever need to access supply that will be there. So they'll breadcrumb us every now and then. They might check up to see how we're doing. If we tell them we're doing great, a lot of times they'll knock us down. Like you could say, I have a great new boyfriend, and they'll be like, oh, I know that guy. He's an idiot, or did you know he cheats? Or they'll try to destroy whatever you've built. And a lot of times it's lies. And it's sad to know that we fell in love with a lie, because it did seem beautiful. So be thankful for the good times. I'm sure you guys had some great times, but to even think about rebuilding a lie, it's like, yeah, I'm going to try to rebuild a scam that I'm going to fall prey to. Don't fuel that fire. Don't get the narcissist everything he wants, when he's going to take more. Each time that they come back, it gets worse. Because they've learned tricks, they've already devalued you, so they're never going to see you as the whole that they saw you in the beginning. It's real interesting to me. What I've noticed is how quickly they move on. They don't get the creme de la creme. They get whatever is best within the vicinity, and they move so quick. There's no way that they got the best. They don't take the time like we're taking our time to find the right person, not just a good person, somebody that they really want to spend their life with. So if they latch onto somebody quickly, there's no way that they really thought it through. They didn't process their emotions over the last ex. They didn't recognize their failures. They didn't change what they needed to change. So as they're in this new relationship with the new supply, they haven't fixed themselves. They've just learned tricks on how to take more. So each consecutive relationship is gonna get worse. And if you look at like the divorce statistics on first marriages, around 50%, and then the second marriages are around 60, and then the third marriages have a 73% divorce rate or something like that. I think it's 60 or 64 for second marriages. But as you can see, just even on divorces, you would think these people would learn. First one was a failure. Second one should have a higher success rate, but they don't, because the people that got divorced were either hurt and damaged, or it was a damaging party. So each time, as you can even just see in that shows the pattern of things getting worse. So think about that when you think about the new supply. Statistically, it's going to get worse. The narcissist, to even get back with them, each successive interaction with them, the getting back together, gets worse. And a lot of times it takes 7 times of trying to leave for it to stick that time. About 7 times. And I know you guys have been back and forth, most of you, and it just gets worse. And there was one more statistic I wanted to tell you. What was it? But just be careful of thinking about rebuilding a lie when you can have your freedom now. You can put all that in the past. Hold on to those memories if you want. Don't hold on to the negative. I did a video on mindset, things that we can do to um, you know, fake it till you make it. Tell yourself you're having a good day. There are some mind techniques that make a difference. Focus on yourself. Don't focus on a lie, because you are a beautiful person and you deserve to be happy. You know, is it better to be in a lie? Let's say you know, for a while you don't find somebody that you are compatible with, and you're alone. Would you rather be in a lie, or would you rather be whole, to where if the possibility does present itself, you can have the perfect relationship? When you're by yourself, you can grow, you can explore and do things and make better connections with friends. And if you go back to that lie, that thing that you're longing for, you're just longing to get rid of the pain. But if you go back, more pain will come, more brain damage. Take that to heart. More brain damage will come. It's just a quick fix that we're trying to get out of this pain, to where we're not processing what exactly happened, because it's screwed up. You know, they don't give us closure. Nothing makes sense. We think it could have been fixed, but the narcissist gave us a lie, and they can't fix it. They don't want to, because it takes work. It takes accountability. And like I said, statistically, it gets worse and worse and worse. So whether it's with you or the new supply, you know, they've just learned more tricks. So the love bombing is to the extreme. It seems like they're giving the new supply everything you wanted and more. It's because they learned the tricks. And it's also out of desperation, where they have to secure that supply, because now, because of what they did to you, they feel they have a lower value. So they have to facade up that value. It's all a scam. So please like and subscribe. Let me know if you'd like to talk about anything, and I'll see you in the next video. Have an awesome day.